What it is, what it ain't, what it was, and what it's gonna be. Welcome to KJ's World.
In a unique universe.
I'm your host, KJ Davenport.
And I'm your girl, uniquely made.
And welcome to another episode, guys. Hey, make some noise. So, as we always do, we start with asking you, how have you been this week?
I've been doing pretty good. Today's been a really eventful day. Went to a track meet for my son. He did awesome, spectacular, very proud. I'm good though. Good overall. Still fighting these.
Son, shout out, shout out, shout out.
Shout out. Yeah, so I'm good. I'm doing good. I can't complain about a thing. Definitely cannot. What about you? How's your week going? It's almost Friday. So how you been?
You know what? We're gonna start off with some positivity, man. It's Friday Eve. Everybody
Yes.
home.
Yes.
We made it,
We did.
long week, but we're here.
Mhm.
We're here on Thursday, just trying to get people, well, they're already over the hump, but trying to get you to that Friday on this Thursday Eve. Everybody's just pretty much had a long week, whether you're enjoying it or not. It's been a long week. We got a nice show lined up for you. But before we get started, please look at the bottom on the banner. Please, if you have any inquiries about KJ's World Unique Universe, please email us at KJ's World Unique Universe at gmail.com. We'll make sure we get up there and we'll check those emails and see what you got going on. That's any inquiries about coming on the show, any inquiries about future shows, any inquiries or any feedback that you want to give. Hey,
Mhm.
just make sure you hit that KJ's World Unique Universe email.
All right.
Also, at any time, if you want to join on the live, if you want to say what's on your mind, you can hit us up and you'll be on live at 252-387-8684. Please don't be shy. Come on and join KJ's World Unique Universe. Come on, we'll love to have you on as a guest.
Absolutely.
Now look, you can't be up here forever now. You get
Right.
up 2-3
Got
minutes.
2 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh, I said 2, you said 3.
Hey,
You know,
2 minutes. The lady of the house has spoken. We got 2 minutes on. Also, if you are logged on any page except KJ's World Unique Universe, or you're logged on one of our personal pages, please log out and log on KJ's World Unique Universe. We have the link on our pages, or you can join us via YouTube. Join the YouTube page, like and subscribe, and please tell a friend to tell a friend. But as always, you're here with us. You could have been anywhere in the world, and we definitely appreciate that.
we do.
That was a long plug in. What do you think?
That was good. You did that.
And hey, guess what? He's just logged on once again with us. We got
Oh,
in the
shoot.
building. What's up, Kane?
He's
Y'all,
back.
I know it's about to be some ratchet garbage up here tonight.
Hey, man. Hey,
What's going on?
Kane always coming to stir something up. I'm telling you.
Always. Back for 3 weeks in a
Man,
row.
how y'all beautiful people doing?
Man, we doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I cannot complain. I'm blessed. I am blessed.
Hey, that's
My
awesome.
phone leaning to the side a little bit. I'm gonna need to get that right.
At home, please type
He
in the
did
chat.
like that fat Joe song. Lean to.
Lean back, okay?
At home, please type in the chat.
Yeah.
Let us know you in the building. Let us know you're glad to be here. Let us know how your week was going. Let us know something. Don't be quiet in the chat. We're gonna keep coming
That's
to you.
right. Talk to us.
Participate in this thing now. Go ahead. Hey, hello, sister. Is that your GST sister or your sister?
That's my sister.
Hey, hello, Miss Stacy. Hello, how you doing? Well, Stacy and Holly. Well, is that Stacy and Holly or Stacy and Holly? Like back in the day, like that her and her.
The N stands for something. That's the middle name.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Hey, thanks, April. Hey, we miss you. Come on back on.
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead.
You gotta come help me out with these 2 knuckleheads. I gotta have some more female power up here.
You don't need no help. You holding it down.
Nah, you grown. You're right. You can fight. Hallelujah.
All right. A little bit.
Stephanie, it's always a pleasure to have you on, Steph. Hey, welcome back. Thank you you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. You could have been working out. You could have been doing dumbbell curls. You could have been doing squat, but she's here with us.
Exactly. My girl get it in. You hear me? She gets it in.
We coming for you. Hey, we gonna come to bring you on to talk about fitness. So guys, tonight we're talking about taboo topics, about conversations that should be had in relationships. But before we get there, as always, we got a few hot topics to go through.
Ooh, caliente. Ooh, they hot tonight.
Oh
All right,
boy, about to be
starting off.
ratchet in this month.
Your boy Jim Jones, the Locks and Dipset versus was arguably one of the greatest entertaining battles on the series, but Jim Jones wants a rematch for a variety of reasons in an interview with All Hip Hop. And this is according to digital.abcaudio.com. He admits the group didn't rehearse like it was supposed to, and the notes there were some other factors that could have possibly contributed to their loss. Now, Mr. Jones, in my personal opinion, take your L, move along, because you don't want to smoke with Jada again, baby.
Right.
You don't want to smoke
Jada
with Mr.
Right.
You was
Okay.
just garbage. Let's try that.
Who was garbage? Oh, Jim Jones, Jenny.
Yeah. He was just
Well,
garbage. Let's try that.
They
he
took
might have been like day old garbage, but not like the over the weekend.
Garbage truck juice.
what's good, Mr.
Ugh.
Jamal Hall? What's good? What's good?
What's up?
Um,
What's up?
man, I'm gonna tell
That
you,
little
they
juice
got
that be dripping out of those little dump trucks that they pick up the trash in.
That's disgusting.
Garbage
man.
That's
truck juice.
really
I don't know if that's what you want because the first one crippled y'all. The second one might end y'all career because Jada won't playing with you.
no. Jada won't play, and Jada came in like this was back in the day, back in the '90s. Jada.
Then they
Jada
tried
still
to.
got it.
Look,
Oh, y'all ain't
look,
got no.
y'all remember we had back in the day we had like dudes like avoiding Jada battle rapping.
As
Like
they
they
should.
was avoiding Jada.
Jada was lethal with it, and that's for sure.
And not just Jada, you got Styles P, and I mean everybody was
The
like, oh,
whole
then
lot.
she came with
They
the fire.
definitely were good.
I
And
mean,
then
y'all remember that bar he said on what was it? Dang, I'm so hood. DJ Khaled song. He said if the world was sucker free, it'd just be me and my niggas left.
woo,
Mm,
he
mm,
meant that too. And
mm.
me, I'll be with them
He
too.
meant that when he said it. I'm trying to tell you, dudes was avoiding Jada.
But that just goes to show you, just because you have commercial hits and just because you have hits, it's a difference between going out here shooting videos and being an MC. Jada showed you what it is to be an MC. Styles P, Chic, they got up there. They showed you what it is to be an
Yeah.
MC. You get up there, you don't need vocals behind it. You memorize your lines, you persuade the crowd, you energize the crowd, and you go from there. Just because you have hits, that does not mean it can translate into a good show. And
That's true.
they personified that perfectly. All
Right.
right.
But look,
That's
y'all realize like the dudes that's good at battle rap, most of them are not mainstream artists.
True.
You're right. Because I
That's
think when
true.
they have like those the what is it BET when they have the cipher, it's a lot of them cats in there that got some great bars.
Mm.
Bars, yeah.
Yes, and that's for sure.
Don't get me to start. You know I'm a hip hop fan.
I
Don't
know
get
you're a hip hop fan. Devian said Jada only gonna get stronger, and that's true. I can say that. I can see that too.
Yeah,
Jada.
that's one Negro that his bars get like better. Like most rappers, they fall off after a while. Like they start to slowly decline. His bars get stronger as he get older.
Mm-hmm. That's
The
true. His
Negro
facial is
doing
still
bar steroids or something.
All right. So moving along,
Oh god.
we got
Black China. Someone said she
mm,
Uh,
looks
just
so happy and so healthy now. So
man.
Black China, she recently got baptized last year, guys, and she's going through a
oh
healing
wonderful.
process. And that's very wholesome, especially being a model, being in the limelight with the A-listers, your name get dragged through the mud. She has decided to get her tattoo removed. So she had a demonic tattoo on her bum bum.
Wonderful, wonderful.
She packed up her children. They had a whole little road trip to Las Vegas where she got the Baphomet tattoo removed from her butt. She said she wants to have a clean slate, reborn. I feel like that's a good move, especially with today's society. All of life is always great when you want to do something good. So kudos to Black China getting that done. And from Mirror Mirror, they said that she's on a healing journey. She wants to show her children that what you start off as, you don't have to end up the same way. So she want to do something different, show her children that you can grow and mature. And I think that's a great thing. It's big, especially for single moms. I know she has her help and her support as well, but and single dads as well. I'm not gonna leave you guys out, but kudos to Black China. You got my
And
support.
I'm so glad, Unique, that you chose that topic because so many times when people, I mean, Jay-Z said it best: first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again.
Mm-hmm.
So many times we
Oh
see people
please don't bring up Jay Z.
when they're when they're going through things, we
What
love to
they
put that
say?
We love to talk about people. We love to talk about their downfall, but when they're trying to
Mhm.
do better for themselves, those stories seem to get lost in the mix. And
Yeah.
so proud of this lady. I'm so
Mhm.
happy for this lady. She seems happy. The smile is beautiful.
Yeah,
Keep going. We're behind you. Awesome job.
absolutely. And she yes, April, she does look amazing. She looks
Can you,
healthy, a happy healthy.
can you got anything to add to that?
You know what? From the resident, we'll say street corner preacher here, I actually love it. This
Absolutely.
is like if there's any Christians watching or you thinking about being a Christian, this is what it's about. You know,
Mhm.
that's some courage to say, hey, you know what? I was screwing up for a minute,
Right.
and there's
Yeah.
something about me that I needed to change. That is what
Yeah,
Christianity
especially
is
with her
about.
having such a big following, it's a lot of females and males that follow her, and for her to take
And if
that
y'all out there, yeah, and if y'all out there screaming about her and talking her down, shut up. Because it's probably something that you need to get better with too. All of
That's
us
right,
trying to make a million.
all of us. What?
Amen. Amen.
Mhm.
All right.
And what
So
we got next?
moving right along, we got your boy, Soldier Boy.
Oh God,
Soulja
this
Boy.
Negro.
Yahoo.com. Soldier Boy is making threats after realizing that some people would rather get food stamps instead of having dinner with him. The rapper threatened to blow up New Jersey's after fans from the state posted a video on social media to express their views.
Where is my fake cigarette at?
Soldier Boy is furious after people
This
said
nigga
they
here.
food stamps over dinner with him appeared first on Blavity. In the video posted by 856 Entertainment, New Jersey radio host DJ Promo asked some random people if they would rather receive $250 in food stamps or have dinner with Soldier Boy. Food stamps, I don't give a about that corny, one woman said. Uh,
Chanel said, "Give me the stamps."
Oh, give
Chanel,
them to me too, nigga.
Chanel.
Come beat me up.
Hey,
Look,
look,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go against the grain, man. People tend to give your boy Soldier Boy a hard time. This dude, I mean, was I a
Dude don't
fan?
wear no more than my boot.
I wasn't. I wasn't a fan of that. I was one of the people that hated that era of music. But ever since then, he's been always trying to be innovative. He's came out with
Mhm.
Nintendo games, Soldier Boy this, Soldier
He
Boy
came
that.
from nothing. He pretty much went from
Right,
nothing to something, even though his rap career is not as booming as I'm pretty sure he would want to be, but he still came through. I mean, he
right.
still came through the trenches, and I would actually take a dinner with Soldier Boy
Hey,
for
there you
250.
go. Hey, see,
I
Oh
would.
yeah, you that's right. You are the resident single woman. Okay, yeah. Well, take that money. Yeah, you might
He's
spend
too
a little bread on you for real, for real.
young. He's too young for me, but I love. It seems like he'll have a good time. I love to laugh. I love to
Oh,
eat.
give him
You know,
about 5 or 6 more years. He'll be just your type.
mm-mm, no, and
so let
I'm
me
gonna do
find
that.
out. Let me
You.
find out. Soldier Boy be up here with the fourth. I mean, hey,
Oh, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all did the Soldier Boy.
I
Y'all did
never
it.
did the Yule. I wasn't
Yeah,
Yuling and stuff.
I
Now I
don't
ain't gonna
believe
lie,
you. I don't believe
I
you.
didn't like that era of music. I
No,
didn't
see,
in my wife
KJ, just like we
like
were picking on y'all, like on you last week. It's
No,
her time now.
no.
She only did that you because that's what she wants Soldier Boy to be doing up there. You.
See, look, see, I knew you did it. I know you did it, Kay.
oh
Ray
my god.
Charles, don't start
She
laughing.
thought about that thing really hard. She said, "Yeah, you."
Yeah, everybody at home
Whatever.
talking about give her the food stamps. Lord have mercy. Y'all be shaming yourself. Ah man, 200. I mean, look,
Look, that's 250. But that's $250 in food when eggs is like $7, $8 in the store.
Eggs is going down
I
now.
mean, let's keep it real. A dinner
but
with
this man,
Soldier Boy is gonna be a night. Have them chicks that they asked about it. Those are probably single mothers or mothers with multiple children. Yeah, ain't nobody choosing no dinner over feeding their kids. I'm
Oh, both
sorry.
of them.
Not nobody
but
smart,
as
no way.
somebody, but as somebody who's looking to advance in life,
I am very smart,
brother,
but I'm still gonna choose the dinner over the 250.
I understand that. But at the same time, you have the opportunity to talk to somebody who's touched $1 million several times
Right.
in life.
Mhm.
I don't care if it's
Yeah, I
Soldier.
mean, look, me,
This
yeah, I'd probably eat with him just to pick his mind. But
I
I'm
can see
saying like most of them chicks is like for some look they ask them females for a reason. Those were the ones they put up, and most of them chicks look like they were single mothers.
Now listen, guys,
She
now
can't
listen,
dance.
now listen. If this was like the Jay-Z proposal, $500,000 a dinner with Jay-Z, look, I'm taking the $500,000 because with that I can invest and build my own. But for $250, man, come on, man. I can sit down and talk with somebody who has touched $1 million several times and try to get some advice versus $250. It's an easy choice for me. I
They
digress.
would say the way that Josh eat, we'll need them. I feel you, honey.
All right, moving along. We got your
You know
boy
what time it is.
Jonathan
Mhm.
Majors, Mr. Jonathan Majors, the Creed 3 actor Jonathan Majors' girlfriend who called the cops after he allegedly hit and choked her, according to NYPost.com, has reportedly admitted she's to blame and doesn't want to press charges against the Marvel star. Attorney Priya Chaudhry, who previously said she had evidence proving Major's innocence, shared text that unidentified girlfriend sent to Major after his arrest Saturday. Please let me know you're okay when you get this, she wrote in text provided to TMZ. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as a protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. She continued, I'm so angry that they did. I'm so sorry you're in that position. Okay. So, Mr. Jonathan Majors, it seems like, hey,
Mm, mm.
he's hot in the, and I even got this picture right now for you, Unique, and the ladies at home right there. I mean, I ain't gonna keep it up long, but I
Ooh.
did that for you because you always seem to get these little hot flashes every time this brother is shirt.
Listen, Linda, listen.
That Negro looked like he was working out on that girl face. That's all I'm saying.
He was doing what?
He was working out on her face.
Lord have
Ah,
mercy.
Creed,
Hey,
Creed,
hey, don't.
Creed,
I
Creed.
gotta give you the. And now don't be. Don't hate on him. Don't hate on him. I mean, but I had to do that for the lady of the house. Every time that brother's pulled up, she's always, oh, I got you get the googly
Okay,
eye.
Ray Charles, don't do that. Don't do that because you were just Ray Charles in us last night. I mean, not last night, last week. Sorry.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I was
Ooh,
thinking about
But
okay.
either way, I'm glad that that seems to be a resolving itself. I'm glad that the brother is not going to get
So do you
any
think it's actually being resolved, or you think that they told her what to say, or paid her, or said X, Y, and Z?
don't know,
How
don't
do
want
you
to
feel
speculate.
about
Bingo.
Don't want to speculate, but I see Tammy is up there. Phew, Tammy, go look. We don't need no. Hey, look, go on somewhere. Go on somewhere.
that? Tell me no. That
Um,
man fine.
Kane, what do you think? You think it's speculation? Well, I mean, what do you think?
What? He thinks he, I think that you know, sometimes you in life you have these little situations that come up, and then you go home and you think about what am I losing out on by committing this act? And I think that chick got home and said, you know what? This nigga just saw it in a movie. Nah, he didn't hit me, officer. Nope, nope, nope.
What was it?
I walked into the door. I walked into the door. It is all my fault. And I even
And
fell down the stairs. Look where I fell. No, yeah,
What's her name? What's her
no.
name? Brandy, or from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, when she was beating herself up and saying it was Marcus.
it takes a mature man to realize that Martin was the bad guy in that movie. Not, don't get me wrong. Now she went to the extreme, but Martin, come on now, that woman told that man several times to leave me alone, and he pursued her and did her dirty. But that does not give her the right to fake injuries. And also,
Absolutely not.
and also, we're not advocating saying that no, when people are abused, we're not saying that everybody is faking it or anything like that. KJ's World Unique Universe is not saying that. We're just
Mm-mm.
giving our opinions on one situation. Oh,
Sure.
excuse me. All right, and last, we got to move on, guys. Our last hot topic before we get into the main topic.
All right. So, for all of those that have been on my Facebook page today, we have Mr. I guess King Yahweh. Yahweh is what they call him. Well, that's what he called himself at this moment. So, let's talk about what they are saying about Mr. Yahweh Yahweh. So now he's currently running three major entrepreneurial ventures: the Kingdom of Yahweh, King Yahweh Fashions, and King Yahweh Media. So, Chanel, why are you laughing? So the thing that makes this so bizarre and exciting for us in Living in 252, he's currently supposed to be dating Lisa Ray and or T-Boz, not sure. He recently went out on a date with T-Boz where they saw the movie Cocaine Bear. Had a great time seemingly, gave her flowers. She was in awe about it. But some facts that we do know is he's from, Northampton County. Well, actually Halifax County. He went to Weldon High School, and we're just trying to figure out, like, hey, what's going on, Mr. Yahweh Yahweh? It's great to see a man or woman from our hometown being successful. They say now his net worth is $326 million from his
What?
ventures. 326 mil. And
Wow.
I do remember him driving through Northampton County High School West, our campus, in his 300 Nissan 300 with the big spoiler on the back was like a yellow. Him and one of his homeboys, he had a different color. And that's, yes, our own superstar. Who knew we was being raised with a king? We didn't know that, but that's a hot topic from the 252 from our own stomping ground. So that's
Hey
something that
man, hey look, we got to give him some love. Shout out for the 252.
so that's to be continued. So I'm not gonna go too far into that, but that's definitely been a hot topic these last couple weeks for Yahweh Yahweh, also known as
And congratulations for pulling
Anthony. And
T-Boz. Baby, baby, baby.
okay, but he better not be sleeping on Lisa Ray because don't play around with Lisa
I
Ray.
sleep
She
with Lisa Ray too.
what? Yeah, and Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray pulled that gun out in Players Club. She know how to.
There's a God somewhere.
Man, so that's all that I have for today for Yahweh Yahweh and my hot topics and such.
All right,
But
so
we
thank you
will
guys.
we will follow that story, y'all. We'll let y'all know what we
So
see.
thank you guys for tuning into our hot topics. Now we're getting to our main topic, taboo talk. Conversations that should not be avoided in relationships. A lot of times people get into relationships because people look good or because they seem to have fun with their person, and
Mm-hmm.
they get overzealous, or they, hey, this is the one, but do they really have conversation? I think all of us are guilty of it. You jump in a relationship with somebody like, oh, I pulled that, or oh my god, I can't believe they into me, and
Mm-hmm.
we, we're just so excited, we let that excitement take over. But what we are telling you is slow down, take off the googly glasses, stop with the googly eyes and have conversations. So we have a couple of
Mhm.
things a couple of topics where we're going to tell you that you should not avoid. Starting with number one, we are going to talk about money. If it ain't about
Money.
money, a lot of
Money, money. Oh, she
people
didn't say it.
say,
She said honey, honey. But it sounds good.
people say that money. Look at Kane's face. Now, sometimes people say money is the main thing that can end a relationship, and I can agree with that. Two people come in with different ideas of how you should be breadwinners. People come in with different ideas of how money should be spent, expectations of finance, and that can be a big, big deal breaker. What do you guys think about money?
Money is important. I think
Facebook use.
yeah, Facebook users say I need to know how you put on the toilet paper.
Right.
Or
Yes.
under. Then that is important because that tears my nerves up.
Under who does over? Who does that? Under
Seriously, then they need the for the under people. Sorry.
for the
I don't,
under people. What
I don't have a
They
soundboard. Yeah,
wiping the wall in they butt.
under.
Ew.
It don't go under.
you do
Right.
under?
No,
They
your tissue
wiping the
to be
wall in they butt.
You
KJ.
still rubbing
Yeah,
against the wall over?
Pooch
yeah,
yourself.
they wiping their wall
Yeah,
in the butt. It's supposed to
pooch
be
yourself.
over.
No,
That's for KJ.
look,
It
yeah,
don't make no sense.
terrible.
That's for you. That's for you.
Somebody says body count, but back to money.
Okay. So money is important, so you know where you're coming in at, so you can know how you guys are gonna balance each other out, especially if you're in a marriage or a really, really serious how about the conversation? A really, really serious relationship. Y'all about to cohabitate. Definitely need to figure out, who's gonna and how where we're gonna meet at. I think it's important in a sense.
Kane, what do you think?
He's smoking
Money,
his cigarette.
conversation of money.
Hey, look,
Thank you.
Chanel, go on
mm,
somewhere talking about over, not under. Look,
Chanel
it,
is right.
Chanel, I'm sorry, I got
exactly. There you go. There you
No,
go. It's over.
that's you.
Over, not under. But look,
Okay.
no, look, money is as far as money is concerned. How far in the relationship are we talking?
Um, anytime in a relationship, I mean, preferably probably before marriage. We say in relationships, because a lot of times out of 10, if you don't have that conversation when you get into marriage, it can be kind of challenging. So we're trying to tell people about conversations that you should have in a relationship before it advances too far. Um, so you don't
How
run
early should we have these conversations though? Because say for instance
That's
we
what
all
I'm
in,
saying.
we done got
How early
really
are we basing this conversation on? Because ain't
I
no
right.
chick
wouldn't
gonna really know what I'm making until like we probably 3 to 6 months away from marriage.
now, in my opinion, you can have conversations of how you would like to spend your money without knowing how much a person makes. You can come
Right.
in, like you can come into on the first date and say,
Okay,
"Hey, look."
those are good. Yeah, yeah,
So
that's
if you
good.
first date and
Those kind of conversations are necessary.
right, of
But
course,
as
Mhm.
far as because like I just seen this video the other day where the girl was like, "Okay, I need to know exactly what you make. I need you to bring, I need you to make $300,000, 200, $300,000." She was telling this guy the stuff. I need you to have this many bedrooms in your house, and I was like, "Hold on, y'all ain't dated yet.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?"
It's a lot.
right now. Is that a little bit of a reach to me? Yes, but you got to be. I mean, but that lady is telling what she wants. I mean, who are we to say that she's wrong for what she's wants? She's open and she's honest.
She's stupid.
How can
All
we say
right,
that though?
so
She
because
wants
I
to,
wanted to ask the same chick what her body count is. First date.
and that's your preference. If you got a
Yeah.
preference to say, "Hey, look, what's your body
But
count?"
that's dumb too, though.
Right.
On the
You said
first date,
the first
Yeah.
date.
That's too soon. That's too early. Honestly, I don't even think
that's way
body
too
count is
early.
a conversation that needs to be had because
You
I
said
just don't
body
That's
think
count
what
don't
I'm
need.
saying. Like,
I'll get there.
no.
But hold on. We gonna get there. But and me
I
personally,
don't, I don't think that's a conversation that needs to be had. To be honest with
we'll get there. But me personally, if a lady comes out and says, "Hey, you need to be making $300,000. You need to have 15 bedrooms in your house, or we're not dating." I appreciate that because right then I can go ahead on and get up and be like, check, please. We're gonna be splitting this motherfucker right down the middle, and you have a good day." I mean, it's not. I'm not wasting my time versus 3 days in, and I'm thinking you don't make enough for me. Like, well, shit,
Uh,
what about them other 2 free meals you just got? Now I'm like, hey, look, nah.
well,
So
send her a cash out request. Like, hey, pay me back for
man, ain't nobody.
that.
you. I wish I would. I wish I
Rich
would.
says money is a part of balance in a relationship.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I
Yeah.
can. Yeah. Now and look, and see, I'm married. Um, obviously, me and April had the conversation before we got married. Obviously,
Mhm.
but because I'm like me, I like saving money. I'm the what if kind of guy. I want
Mhm.
to have some bread just in case something happens.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm just that kind of guy. Or
Right.
if I'm the type, if I go on vacation, I want to spend whatever I want to spend.
Right.
I don't want
Understood.
to have to pinch on. So I'll neglect stuff like going on vacations or taking a bunch of time off because when I want to spend some bread, I'm going to spend it. But
Right.
Right.
that's the conversations we had before marriage. Not
Exactly.
particularly exactly what I made,
Right.
but she needed to kind of know what my mindset was as far as how I spend my money.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And I think money is a great topic too because you need to know the person's spending habits. They may have a gambling habit,
Exactly.
drinking, drugs, prostitute, or any type of or shopping habit, anything.
Wait a
So
minute.
I think that's important too, how you manage your funds and
Well,
stuff.
let's be real. Ask them if they have ever lost more than $1,000 at one time.
That's a good way to ask.
I'm too cheap to
You'll
lose a
be
thousand.
Me too. I ain't
I could
exactly.
never. I could
I'm
never
not
gamble.
playing about that bread.
If I
right.
Exactly.
if I go into a casino with $5 and I lose that $5, my mindset is, well, buddy,
That's it for
you're
me.
you're at a loss. So
Wrap it up. It's time to go home.
I wouldn't be the type of person you want to go to Vegas with. They be like, man, KJ lost
Look,
$5.
look.
So
I'm the type where if I lose that dollar, hold on, we got to find this dollar right quick. Um,
Exactly. I'm not,
yeah, we got to find this dollar right quick.
let me get to some of these comments we got over here. We have Facebook user says, I don't think the body count conversation is important. Tammy Boom, that's unreasonable, but it's important knowing expectations and stating them boldly. All right, Chanel. AJ is tickled, but you told him the truth though.
Hold on one second. Can I hold you right there? AJ, why you ain't in the AJ need it's bedtime. It's time to get go to sleep and get a good education. It's don't even be up here listening to this.
Right. So Shanita says, I think finances are very important. Looking at spending habits, and if it doesn't meet the person's long-term goals, you may need to think about moving forward.
Thank you, D'Angelo.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
Shanita. That's my line sister.
Hey, that's your line sister.
Mm-hmm. We
Rue.
gotta get her on the show too. So
Rue.
yes. So
But
okay.
not just spending habits. That's a good comment. But not just spending habits. You need to know what saving, like what your saving habits are. Like
Exactly.
That's true.
because you can be frugal as you want to with how you spend your money, but I need to know if that's out of necessity or is it out of a desire to keep money
Mm-hmm.
And Kane,
because the two are not the same.
I apologize. I
Right.
think that you touched on something very big. One big thing about money is necessity versus desire. Are you
Mm-hmm.
going to be responsible
Mhm.
with your money and save up for necessities or spend money on things that are necessary? Or are you
Mm-hmm.
going to overlook those things and say, hey, well, look, I'm going to spend money on
Right. And that's
this.
why I always tell my kids too, Mom, can I have, is it a need or a want? We always go through that.
And also, Facebook user religion is very important to talk about. We'll get to that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
But listen, we're
Okay.
Hey, look, just like you said, unique.
y'all some
Here's the
nasty.
thing.
No, y'all want to get back to
I
body
tell,
count.
I
We talk
yeah,
about
my
money.
daughter.
We done told
I
them nine
look.
coming back.
I done
Damn.
seen about 5 of them. Yeah, like 5 comments about body count. Like, hold on, we ain't there yet.
Hey,
Look,
look, we
but
don't want to
look,
hear money. Get back to the sex.
Okay, we coming. We coming.
All
I
right.
mean, that is not the
This
best
is
thing
where
you
the
could have said
conscious
at
talking
that
pride.
point, like talking about it.
That's true. Stephanie says, I'm going to watch your patterns, see how you prioritize things. I dare you to ask me how much I made when we first meet. Facts.
Well,
Facts. That's
but
what I'm saying.
hold on.
Yeah.
As I stated, Stephanie, it doesn't have to go into how much you make. You're absolutely right because that's an inappropriate question. But
Mm-hmm.
ask a question like, "Hey, look," or to say, "Hey, look, I want to be with someone who's going to invest money properly. I
Right.
invest my money. I want to be with somebody who's into investing money and
Mm-hmm.
building an empire with me." I think that
Right.
that's a great conversation to have.
Mm-hmm.
Richard,
That's true.
well,
And
tell me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, but shoot, I should not tell dude secrets on live. All right,
Don't
so
tell
look, here's the thing.
All right, then we got to
One
move
that
on.
all right, so one is for females, one is for dudes. All right, so females. One way to look at dudes is um how they spend their money on the first date. If y'all go somewhere, hmm,
On the
if
first
y'all
date?
go to on the very first date,
I
Mm,
don't think so
what?
because dudes be overspending on the first date.
right. The first
No,
date, they trying to
Man, girl, go ahead on and get it. No, in good and
they
bad
trying to
way.
but
show
that's
out
what
on the
I.
first date. Trying to show
But
out.
this is the thing. You want to show out on the first date. Like usually dudes, especially older dudes, they want to show out on the first date. Okay, so where do they take you? And exactly how do they feel about spending the money that they're spending? Just watch
Women.
for body language. I
Okay.
ain't hear you, KJ.
No. I was responding to a comment. I didn't mean to cut you off. Tammy Boone said me in front, women front too, sitting up there act like they don't want to eat. I'm full. No, good and well. Damn
Not this
stomach,
one.
Oh
damn
no,
fight.
you don't know April then.
My girl Stephanie.
First time
Talk
you
about
don't
first.
know April.
Gotta move on.
First time April went out. I mean, I'm talking about the table was full.
We
April
gotta move
wasn't playing.
on.
Okay, go to
Topic number 2, career goals. Career goals.
something like what's going through the
Goals. What
first
do you
date.
want to do with your life? I think that is detrimental. A lot of times we fall in love with we see somebody where they are now. And where they
Mm-hmm.
are now might be cool. You're starting off, you're both in the beginning of your career. And
Right.
some people are content with being there. Hey, look, I work for such and such, and I only make such and such an hour, but I'm cool with that. It's not
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stress on me. I don't have a lot of responsibility, and I'm
Right.
comfortable. But you may find someone who wants to grow in life. They might want to have a multi-million-dollar corporation, or they
Mm-hmm.
may want to have multiple homes. And if you're comfortable with the bare minimum, and that person is not, then you're in for a world of trouble. What you got, Unique?
So I think when it comes to life goals and your successes, I think it is something important because being an entrepreneur is hard, and do you have somebody that's your help meet to the point where you can kind of sort of like, okay, cool, if you want to go out and explore your business venture, then you definitely need somebody that's going to be, what are you smiling at? That's going to be
I'm laughing at this comment. What's wrong with going to Waffle House on the first date?
oh,
Ain't
nothing. Okay, I was going to
nothing
read that
wrong with
too.
a candlelit Waffle House.
Nothing at all.
Ain't nothing
If
wrong
you
with
give me
a
that
candlelit
all-star
Waffle House.
baby
If you can make it, if
with
I
a
take you
country
on a
ham.
date and you can make it past that greasy ass floor and you can sit in heels, hey, I mean, you the one.
Oh yeah, we does that, as we say. But I
Oh,
think
it's
it's
nothing at all wrong.
nothing. You can make me happy with a Waffle House all-star meal, country ham.
So y'all know it. Y'all heard it here first. Unique
Y'all
likes
heard it here first.
Yeah,
Somebody at home like
y'all get on my nerves.
she like
Yeah, I think it's important. So
all
you
star Waffle House.
country ham, not the
Hello.
sticky ham.
Facebook user says you can get IHOP for me on the first date. Maybe the second or third we can do steak 48 if you pass the vibe test.
Okay, I feel you on that. I haven't
You
heard of
got
steak
some
40. I'm
people
gonna
up
look
here,
that up. Put that on
you
my
ain't,
joint.
you ain't trying to be all too much. All right, but back to career goals, guys. Kane, what
I
do you
think
feel?
it is important.
Okay.
I think it's important to discuss what you want to do. Even 5 to 10 years up the road, because it may not be in tune with what your plans are. So if I want to be, say for instance, a travel agent, and he wants to be a stay-at-home dad or wants to grow a family, then we're not on the same page. We're not gonna see eye to eye because I want to go travel. I'm gonna go see the world, but he wants to build a family. So those things are really important too, to know what your career paths are, what you foresee long term.
All right, Kane is on you.
Like I was in the SAT, damn right. Oh, it's like an SAT question.
It's probably as far as career is concerned. Yeah, you want them to somewhat align, but you want to gauge the other person's response to you purveying your career goals. Because a lot of
Meaning,
times, meaning me and you can have a conversation, and you can tell me, all right, well, I want to do this with my career. I want to go to Europe. I want to travel abroad, and my facial expressions and body language would tell me, well,
mhm,
would tell you whether I'm really down with that or not.
right,
And then and a lot of people don't have the extra conversation,
hmm,
so they go into a situationship and they feel slighted once the other person starts moving.
right. Okay,
Okay. All right,
okay.
go ahead. You can read that. Sorry, Unique.
So, how about
Oh
say
boy, he
GZDR?
wanted them to he
Web.
wanted them cigarettes.
Okay, when a woman says they want a man who makes 300K a year, they have to understand that this is not a person who punches the clock 9 to 5. They are
Mm,
salary and probably working 50 to 70 hours a week, which means a lot of time away from the home.
And they
you hit
probably
the
not
nail.
going to only screw you.
Can you tell us what you want to? Can type what you want us to call you because we don't understand
Yeah,
that. But we got a. I mean, look, if you look at that, that
Dr.
person is
Forever,
from
GZ
Twitch.
Dr. Forever.
That person is from Twitch. Thank you for tuning in from Twitch. We definitely
Oh,
appreciate you.
nice.
Thank you for being so active in the chat. Hey, that's
Absolutely.
awesome. Moving on, guys.
Hmm.
And I know we're going through these topics pretty fast because we're probably going to have a part two. Our hot topics took a little bit too long, but we're working on it. Friends of the opposite sex. Ooh,
Ooh,
friends of the opposite
what you
sex.
got, King? What you got?
Oh my God.
Oh
You
my
go ahead and
God.
answer that first. I got to find it first. Go ahead.
Well, I have to answer that first. KJ, what do you think about friends of the opposite sex? What's your thoughts
I
there?
already know his answer.
Well, I want to know
Ain't
what
no
is
way
his
because
answer.
you might knew
We
in
do
the
know his
past, I would have said hell no. I would have said hell no in the past.
answer.
But I work in education.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Most of my coworkers are female.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends that have been my friend from college and everything and it's never been anything other than friendship. So I have to change my answer to it depends. It
Mm-hmm.
depends if there's anything underlining, if there are yeah, that's right. Man, I thought, I didn't know what the hell that was. It depends on if
Hey,
there's some
forget your husband. He
if,
is crazy.
if there's something else that somebody's behind the scenes trying to do something. But if every intention is pure and you have
Mhm.
coworkers and things like that, their intentions are pure and they're understanding you're in a relationship and they respect those boundaries,
Right.
I'm going to have to say that it's okay.
Okay, so
And if they cross
let
that
me
line,
play devil's advocate right here because so if you would have never gotten a job where you had coworkers of the opposite sex, you wouldn't have felt that it was okay to have friends
I
of the
think
opposite sex.
when you say friends, if you check up on somebody every now and then, hey, how you doing, friend? How you doing? Okay,
No,
that's
no, 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 no. It's a
when we're
yes or no
talking about
question. So
actually
you're
hanging out.
telling me that if you didn't have that job where you have mostly female coworkers, you wouldn't have felt that it was okay to have friends of the opposite sex.
Right, because when you look at friendship and when you look at somebody who wants to hang out, now we're talking about hanging out. I'm not talking about the hey, how you been over the years, Facebook or something like that every now and then. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actual friends. I didn't believe that two people who weren't attracted to each other could be around each other. I didn't believe that men would hang out with a woman who was unattractive. Didn't
I
see
have
it,
friends like that.
didn't believe it, did not believe it one bit. I'm like, no man in his right mind is going to go hang out and be like, man, hey, hell no, but we can go hang out and have beer. Just not happening.
Yeah,
But
because of
sometimes, when you're at the job and you work with people in education, you don't have to be attracted to them. But sometimes, you work with these people. Hey, let's go and have lunch. All right, well, all right, cool. Let's have lunch. I mean, and then you become friends. So yeah, I
right.
changed myself.
Okay. All right.
Kane, I'm interested to hear Kane's answer on this one.
I'm not because Kane got that look like this shit ain't gonna be good. I'm sorry.
Kane, look, this is what he wanted to tell me.
Am I looking that bad about it?
Yes. What are your thoughts?
That's a good response right there. Look, I'll tell you what. Not now. Okay, so hold on. Let me see if y'all make sure.
Kane came in here with his own
this
soundboard.
to the no.
All right.
What? That is so funny.
So look, I got my own little soundtrack. Look, but no, I'm gonna tell you, it's a thin line. For me, it's a thin line. Are y'all too close? Are y'all doing like way too much? Do you only have male friends? How do those male friends act around you? Do they respect boundaries? Um, are they your best friend after we've been in a relationship for a minute? Are they the reason that your last relationship ended? I got to know that stuff.
Yeah.
I got to know that kind of stuff.
Put the phone number back up there, KJ, so that if somebody decides they want to call in, y'all call in. Don't be afraid.
Are they new friends?
Hold on before we
Are they new friends?
That's what this commenter just said. Not this commenter. This is what Shanita just said. No new friends.
Oh, I can't see that. It's little.
Now, if you had a close friend prior to me, I'm open to that. Also, there's a difference between associates and friends. They need to be associates only.
Now, I want to ask you this. You said her name is Shanita?
Shanita.
Okay, Miss Shanita. Ruth, first of all. Second of all, you said if they were prior. What if they were in a relationship prior, but they became friends? They were like, hey, now we're just friends. Now, is that still cool, or is that a hell no because they had a relationship prior?
Again, how close are you? And what boundaries do y'all have? Because I don't need, if I'm in a relationship with a chick, I don't need her jumping on this dude, wrapping her hands around me. I ain't talking about the church hug. She got the tight titty hug up there. No, we ain't doing that. No.
Body, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I know how to throw deuces quick.
Tyrone said, "Got to be a mature, secure relationship for no toxic types."
Yeah. I feel like as if it was somebody you were in a relationship with in the past, and now you're close. I think it depends on how they react to it. If they understand that you're in a relationship now,
respect boundaries and
relationship that you guys have, take a back seat to what you have now. Like if your wife or your girlfriend says, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with this,"
yeah,
hey, No
Yeah,
disrespect,
and I was about to say that too, and then you have
because
to
you
be
have
able to say, "Yo, don't do that." Also be able to tell them, correct them when they, get out of their lane. Because sometimes you'll have somebody, say for instance an ex, and they feel like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fix his plate." Da da da. Like, no, that's not your job. That's not your role. Fall back. You
right.
also have to have that in, like the man saying, "Hey, yo, look, don't do that." You know what I'm saying? To correct that behavior. Because if you don't, then why you ain't correcting him, or why you not correcting her? When it comes to that type of thing. So I'm gonna X nay on the X's.
All right.
Hey, look, let me say this here, just so we're clear, because like a lot of people, they'll use this when talking about women, but they won't use it talking about men. Now, if the woman's got a male friend that goes too far, they usually say, "Oh, well, you need to be more mature and more secure about your relationship." When it gets around to the other side, they're not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is
And that's
2022. Equal
Hold
and
on.
that's
equal
the
rights
same
for
as
equal fight.
saying here too. Be brave and secure. Even if a friend tries to come on to your partner, trust your partner to set that straight. And if you can't trust your partner, maybe you are with the wrong person. Excuse me. I can just tell my husband. Oh shoot.
All right.
I
So
just can't
unique.
tell my
So
husband and that he can't have
sorry to
friends.
cut you off, but we got a caller coming in.
Oh,
Caller, you're on the line with KJ's World, Unique Universe. Speak on it. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey guys, this is Shanita. I had to get off real quick so I can call in just so I can address your question, KJ.
Okay, go ahead. All
hey
ears.
Okay,
Shanita.
KJ, what I'm going, hey. So what I wanted to say, because because I don't type that well, but what I wanted to say is, I am married, and I just truly believe that those old friends, especially if you dated or anything, you can no longer be friends with them. One of the main reasons is because if anything ever happened in your relationship, that person knows exactly what to do to turn something on. And so in my relationship now, if there was an old mate, they cannot now be friends. But however, my husband has a lot of friends that he had prior, and the same thing with me. And what I said about making new friends, yes, there's a difference between associates, because when you're at work, they should be more, of course you have those associates that you chill with, that you deal with, but
Mhm.
be careful about calling them friends, because there should be
Right.
still a separation of some, especially if you already have your wife, because when it comes down to it, your wife is your biggest friend. So,
Mhm.
That's
not that you're
right. That's
replacing
right.
it in any, not that you're trying to replace it in any way, but you still got to be mindful that this person was not in your relationship prior to your wife. So we call
That's
them
right.
more so than friends.
You know what?
Absolutely.
Definitely appreciate. We're gonna have to give you a
Mhm.
round of applause.
Yes.
She took
Yeah.
that. Hey,
Yes, you did.
Hey, look, and another thing, she hinted at this, but I'm gonna tell you, where do you have all this time to make these new friends if you in tune inside
If
your
you
relationship? Where do you got
hey,
the time to make these new friends?
go ahead,
You know
Shanita.
what? That
Hold
is
on,
so true. But the thing is, my husband is in a field with majority women also, because he's in a medical field. And
Right.
I do know when he walk up in that job, he with that suit and that tie on, it attracts a lot of different women, okay? Because women love men in authority figures, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's where he has to be careful at and not ever cross that line, because there's so
Right.
many things going on right now, and we know what women like, And I'm sure if I love and like him, some other women love and like him also,
That's
or want to be in my
Well,
spot.
April Smith likes knives and guns, so
that's
Well,
right.
I'll tell you what, Miss Shanita, we
Yes.
definitely appreciate
April,
you.
April, April Smith likes knives and guns. So, yeah, we ain't gonna be overstepping no
Yeah, don't
boundaries.
play with it. That's right, April. That's right. I like it
Shanita, we
too.
definitely appreciate you. That man
Oh,
ain't going
thank
nowhere. He know
you.
what he got.
That's
So
right.
That sure don't do.
thank you for
That's
calling
what
in.
I'm talking about.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Yes, thank you for being on.
Thank you
So,
for coming on.
Rich has a question. How many friends you need in a relationship?
Man, what kind of damn
No, meaning like, so how many friends do you think you
That's
need
not a
to?
bad question.
That's not a bad question.
That's
What you
really
mean?
not a bad question.
How many? I think he's saying along the lines of how many friends do you actually need? If you have a relationship with somebody that's your best friend, your boo, your honeydew, your juicy, how many more friends do you need?
I
Not saying you got to count like, oh, you only get 7 friends and you can't do 7.5.
well,
But do you really need a multitude of friends if you are in a
when did we
relationship?
start counting friends? I mean, but I like what Shanita said. I mean, you can call them associates. So the people at my job, that's a great analogy. She said, I wouldn't call us friends because we don't hang out on the regular. They're not, I'm not calling them all the time. I'm not, but at work, we talk about our stresses of the job and stuff like that. So associate is great. And I can't count how many associates I have at work, but they are great associates. I mean, good question, Rich, but I don't know about counting those. I mean, but
I don't think even
I got a better question.
hold on,
What's the definite? What's the
because we got to move on. We got to we're definitely not going to get through all of these. We're definitely going to have to do a part 2, maybe as quick
Oh
as next.
man,
But we're getting through them. The next one, we just talked about past relationships a little bit, so we intertwined that one. So we're going to skip over past relationships. But should you have we'll talk about that one next time. But as everybody was saying, sex, talking about sex and sexual compatibility. I think, for instance, like the Larsa Pippen talking about sex 4 times a night.
you
If I'm
lying.
that lying rat.
if I'm walking into a relationship, and first of all, the relationship is hot and it's fresh, and we're doing it every time we see each other. Then we get in a relationship, you're like, well, I got you. And then that turns into, well, I think I'm not really into sex like that. You lied to me. And in turn, some people
Well, he ain't had that problem
like
working.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
if I'm not getting it here, I'm gonna get it from somewhere. So be open with that.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest about
I agree.
what you want sexually.
And it's always the thing, keep that same energy. It
Exactly.
goes back to that. So yes.
Exactly. A lot of people are lying.
I don't like that too much.
Go ahead. Why not?
The same energy?
Oh, go back to that one. Glad I caught you live. What?
Yes, Ashley, thank you. Ashley Nicole said she's glad that she
Now,
caught.
Ashley, hold on one second. Now, Ashley, we're gonna have to get you up on this show now. We're glad that you're tuning in, but we're gonna need you up here in that little 4th block over there, girl. Come on up here.
Come on, Ashley.
All right, go ahead.
But no, look. So here's my thing. A lot of people say keep that same energy. I think I heard this come from the Redfield community a whole lot. Oh, well, her body fell off and such and such and such, or we don't have sex as much anymore. And honestly, that's kind of dumb. For me, and this is just me.
Mm-hmm.
I seen, I have a bunch of sisters, and obviously I'm married. Well, what happens when your wife shape turns from a 20, from that Coca-Cola 20 ounce to a 3 liter?
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
Are you going to stop being attracted to her? Is it nothing that you love her enough to, stick in there for? Or is it, well, we got to have sex this way, you got to look this way, you got to act this way? People get sick. People get people get tired. People work. Now females are working upwards of 38 to 42 hours a week.
Right. Those things I mean, when I say keep that same energy, if you don't have anything preventing you from doing so, then I feel like it still should be at least, if the level was here, at least like right here.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you know
that's
what I'm
fair.
saying. So,
because like Kane was saying, now if it's a situation where she has a baby, she gains a little weight and stuff like that, fine. Now don't get me wrong, don't take my words and say, well, shit, I can sit up here and I can eat damn 5 chocolate cakes and drink soda all day, and you better be attracted to me. No, because you're doing that on. I mean, but if things happen in life, I'm in love with her soul. I'm in love with my wife's soul. If my wife she has a baby, she happens to gain a little weight, I'm gonna chop that fucking tree down. Because I mean, that's still my wife, and I'm in love with her.
Paul Bunyan.
Hey, you call me Paul.
You better.
I'm gonna get the better. Because I mean,
it's swing it around on that on the ceiling fan. Trying to tell you.
I mean,
go ahead and call in.
That's bitch assness to me. That's bitch. Oh, you gained a little weight because now I can't do anything to you. No.
That is,
yeah. That's some old hoe stuff right there.
Somebody gonna come get the chopper, and I mean that's just my opinion.
And you're gonna be the chopper. Chop,
You gonna get the chop. You gonna get the axe. That's what you gonna get.
And that's for sure.
All
I
right.
can dig it.
So moving on. Communication styles vary from one person to another. One person may feel comfortable saying things outright, while a loved one may hold back. Me personally, I'm up. Hold on, we got somebody calling in, guys. We might have to go back for a second. We might have to go back just a
All
tad.
right. What we got?
Caller, you're in with KJ's
Yeah,
World,
yeah.
Unique Universe. You're on with KJ Davenport, Uniquely Made It. Uncle Kane, who are you? Where you be? Where you from?
Oh, this is Dwayne Barnes.
Hey.
All right.
One person on the panel know who I am.
Yes, I do. What up? What up? What up, classmate?
How you feeling?
Nothing much. I had to call in on that.
Go ahead,
All right,
speak
what
on
you got for us?
Now, when it comes to that compatibility thing, not everybody is ready for that. Because like you said, it can start out as every night or every time you see this person or even, you know what I'm saying, that one time in the hotel room where y'all stayed in the hotel for 2 or 3 days at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, as you get older, sometimes people get a little chunky here and there. They get some handles and stuff like that. With me, whoever I'm with, I'm always gonna see that person from the same way I seen them from day one.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
That's
So,
good stuff.
See, that's what
And it is
A music soul child.
a lot of people don't have
You're a
that.
real one for that. You're a real one for that.
For real. He need a round of applause for that. That's true.
Hey, good stuff. Good stuff.
Because like me, I like I'm talking to someone now. Now, me and that person, every time we see each other, no matter what, we right there with each other. And she didn't put on a few pounds, but guess what? I'm still doing everything that I do since the first day we met.
That's good stuff.
Now, I done got a little older. I'm on medications and stuff now that I have to take on the daily that keeps me from going as hard as I used to. But still,
okay,
I'm still gonna do what I got.
You get back there.
I'm
You
still
take care of your health. Your health
I gotta
first.
get up. Yeah, if I gotta get up and go get me a Gatorade and be like, all right, give me a couple minutes. All right, we back at it. Let's go.
Gotcha. Yep,
Awesome.
I'm with you on that. Reset button.
To keep that relationship going, and that person, if that's what that person wants, then you got to do what you can to satisfy that person.
Hey.
Just eat that booty hole.
And do this, you got to do
know
what you
what?
gotta do.
Goodbye, Kane. Well, listen, Dwayne, I definitely, we definitely appreciate you coming on.
We definitely appreciate you, brother. Awesome.
We do.
Eat it to the legs shake.
You stupid. The booty, yo.
Eat that booty hole to the leg shake. That's all I'm saying.
I think we got through about 5 topics. I think it was 9. I think we got another half to go. So we're going to have to come back next week.
Yeah, we can do part 2.
I can finish with part 2. I definitely enjoyed this conversation. As always, and at home, in the comments, give us some feedback. If you enjoyed tonight's conversation, put a 1 in the chat. If you enjoyed being on with KJ's World, Unique Universe with KJ Davenport, Uniquely Made It, Uncle Kane, put a 1 in the chat right now. If you was like, man, there was some shit, put a 2 in the, comments. Put a 2 in the comments right now. But if you enjoyed, put a 1 in the comments. Next week we'll be back with hopefully part 2.
Yeah, we can do part 2 next week. I mean, this is good. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
We'll talk about it. But
this is good. This is great stuff here.
Thank you, Uncle Kane, for coming in once again.
Thank you for opening down with us.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back next week.